Mike Trout is once again no longer going to be playing baseball on the heels of the Angels no longer really needing to play baseball.
Right. Yeah. It's what? This is what, 4 years in a row that he's not playing in
Yeah.
September, I think.
Yep. That's what
So,
that's what it feels like. And it feels
yeah.
like
And
every time the Angels are basically or mathematically knocked out of any sort of contention conversation, he gets hurt.
I I don't think there's a connection there. I think it is purely coincidental. I think it is just, and I think it's just the guy's body breaking down, right?
Yeah.
Because the thing is that it's always something else, right? It was a
Yeah, it is
hamate,
always new.
back, knee, right? So, but this was my big concern though this year was that they said it was a meniscus. It's like, and I said the same thing with JT Realmuto. He's come back and he's been fine so far, right? But
Right,
Mike
which was
Trout, I was
surprising.
worried about this knee, and he went into his rehab start and didn't make it all the way through.
No. No,
So
he didn't. And it's too bad. It's really too bad because here we have a perennial uh excellent
all
player,
star,
right? He's a perennial all-star at least, but I think there's got to be a new term for a guy like this. He's a once in a lifetime talent for sure,
yeah.
and he's been stuck in the basement of this underperforming franchise almost his entire career. And I don't know, man, I just wish it was different. I think that's my position right now. I wish it were different. I wish Mike Trout was not at the tail end of his career because that seems inevitably where we are. And I don't want it to be, but I think we have to start acknowledging that things are on the downhill. We got a short rope.
So he's got like 7 more years on his deal, but it
Yeah.
it seems each year it seems harder and harder for him to play out the remainder of that contract. It also seems even harder and harder every single year for the Angels to be able to move it, which is what everybody wants, right? Everybody
Yeah.
wants the Angels to move Mike Trout, send him to contender, so he can get more than 15 career plate appearances in the postseason. Not at
In the
bats, plate
postseason.
appearances,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But this is the crazy thing. So in 2012, as a rookie, he won Rookie of the Year, obviously.
Right.
He
For
was
sure.
runner up in MVP. 2013, runner up in the MVP. He won it in 2014, runner up again in 15, won it in 16, finished fourth in 17, runner up in 18, won it in 19. And then even in 2020, the shortened season, he finished fifth.
Yeah. Okay, but things haven't been the
Like,
same since that COVID season. They just haven't been.
no, and he got to play 119 games in 2022. And he played 82 last year was all.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been able to stay healthy since that COVID season. And I don't think the shortened season really had anything to do with it. I
No, it's
think it
just
has
an
to do with the
easy
fact
line in
that
the sand.
I am a staunch believer that our bodies have a 30-year warranty on them.
Yeah,
You
you
hit
say
30
that
and
a
it
lot.
starts falling apart. He turned 30 on, let's see here. What's his birthday? August 7th, 19 or he was born in 1991. August 7th, 2021 was when he turned 30.
Hmm.
I don't think there's a coincidence that he started falling apart after that. Started breaking
Yeah,
down.
if you're looking for a line, this is a pretty good one. Yeah,
Yeah, age 30.
I know.
So,
Welcome to the party,
and
pal.
seriously though, that's what I tell everybody when they turn 30. Hey, good luck now. Body's gonna start falling apart. But this is the thing though, is that like I've heard some people like, well, he needed to put together like a little bit more longevity to be a Hall of Famer. It's like, no, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, yeah,
First ballot,
it's
easy.
not a question.
It's like
Nope.
I don't hear from anybody, and I know it's a very small collective, and maybe it's just people trying to ruffle feathers. They've ruffled
Maybe.
mine, and Mike Trout
Yes.
has been playing for a division rival his entire career. So
Yeah, yes. Oh man. I just think it's sad and I hate to be preemptively grieving, but I don't know another way to look at it. I cannot sit here and justify feeling excited about his future performances the way I used to. I don't know how you feel, but
yeah, because this is the thing is that like this year he was before he got hurt the first time, right? He was headed
Yeah.
towards an MVP season. He was hitting home runs. He was stealing bases. It's like, dude, he was gonna be 40-40 and gonna be a lock for the MVP,
Right.
right? But then he gets hurt, and so it's like he comes back next year. Is he going to be able to steal bases? Is he going to be able to play defense? Are they going to have to move him to full-time DH? Is he going to be like Albert Pujols was for the majority of his years in Anaheim, where he was hitting singles off the wall?
Yeah.
Right. I feel like those are the questions that we're going to have to wait to see next year, and unfortunately, I don't think we're going to like the answers that we get to them.
I don't think so either, and that's, I guess, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough to watch this happen. I know it happens to everybody, but I think the level of expectation.
Not like this though,
I
right?
know it just feels
Like
so
he's
anticlimactic.
still in his prime.
I know. It's. I don't want to look back on baseball and think of Mike Trout and feel sad, right? Like it doesn't.
Right.
I don't want that. I don't want it
You
to
don't
be a
want it to be
tragic story.
well, we don't want it to be with anybody. We don't want it to be like, man, what could have been? Because like Griffey
Right.
was like he had injuries about the same point in his career because
Yeah.
you just as you get older, you just can't quite play the same way. Even though this is
Yeah.
the only way these guys know how to play, which I get.
Right.
Right. So
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's a bummer though. It really is.